Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly messages from your person from November the 9th through November the 15th. Who's your person? The person that you're currently thinking of as you're viewing this video. The person that your heart is currently speaking of. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. If you would like to join me on my other platforms, please go into my description box where you can find the links to my Instagram account, to my Patreon account, and to my TikTok account, and even Facebook. Let's see what's going on, guys. Well, we just experienced our full moon on November the 8th, which is a full moon in Taurus. It was accompanied by a lunar eclipse. So you should be feeling its powerful effects as you are viewing this video. I hope that you managed to make it out of eclipse season, which began on October the 25th. And just give yourself a pat in the back. Of course, the energies of the eclipse will linger on for months after the eclipse actually happens. So just remember that, okay? This is your final push for 2022. All right, so your person, things to remember, because readings are not linear. They are expansive. Messages from your person can be from somebody that's also crossed over. Okay, does not have to mean that it's a romantic love interest, because I do feel that somebody is coming through from the other side that's not here with us, but it could be somebody that you were in love with that transitioned and is in another dimension in the present moment. Okay, also another thing to remember, that messages from your person does not mean if you're thinking about them that, you know, they're in your heart. It does not mean that you ultimately end up in a romantic marriage, traditional marriage here on earth with them as well, okay? Remember, readings are not linear. You can't put them in a box, okay? Even putting, you know, dates on them is kind of trying to put them in a box, but a lot of people like to have dates, and that's just a human thing, you know? All right. Trying to see what your person's up to. All right, sorry, I had to go grab something. Yep. Okay, let's see what your person's up to this week. Oh, we have the Queen of Swords. This could also be you being up to something. Maybe you are cutting people out, okay? We do have the Magician energy. And we have the Ace of Cups energy. Wow, big energy here. Okay. So I definitely feel, wow, you know, I mean, look at this Queen of Swords energy. So I do feel like your person is cutting people out of their life. And they're being very direct about it, okay? They really are setting the intention to manifest, to create what they want in their lives. You know, your person or you could be a Virgo or Gemini, but they really are starting to think about what they truly want out of their life, out of love, okay? They want to fill their life with love. They want to manifest love, but they know to do so, to co-create this in their life, they've got a lot of cutting out to do. They have a lot of boundary setting to do. And this may also represent you. I mean, this queen here, if you look at her crown, it's butterflies, okay? So your person understands, okay, that they have to transform their life, transformation, co-creation, into something different to manifest the love that they want in their life. I also feel like currently this week, especially with all the full moon energy and releases, this is part of the boundarying up, saying no to places, people, and things, okay, and careers. Okay, they're saying no more. This is no longer fulfilling my life. This is no longer bringing me happiness. It's not bringing me love. It's not filling me up with joy. So they understand their vision is no longer clouded. Look at how low the clouds are. They're not up in the sky. They're not over their eyes. They're below. So their vision is no longer clouded. But they had to literally start boundarying up, setting the boundaries. And also, one of the things that I love is that they also understand that they've got to put this sword down, okay? They can't be completely armored up, okay, and hard on the exterior, okay? They also understand they can't always be in their mind because their mind is always causing them conflict. Remember, the ego wants to complicate, and the ego is really navigated a lot through our thoughts, okay? So it wants to overcomplicate this whole process, and the soul is craving the simplicity, and it wants to outpour this love, not only, to you, but to the world and to themselves, okay? But the journey begins with whom? Yourself, okay? So here in this position, they've put down their sword. Okay. And I love that for them. I really, really, really love that energy for them to put down the sword. And it's like they're understanding that the universe is putting out a cup for them and saying, here, we are outpouring love your direction. Are you ready to receive it? And the love can come from, a lot of different sources, okay? I know that you're thinking as you're viewing this video, oh, it's me, it's me. Yes, it can represent you, the person, but I feel that there's also an outpour from the universe, with this bird here, and talking about, your person having a peace of mind, okay, and also peace in their heart and in their emotions. Because if you do not have a peace of mind and your heart's not peaceful, you're always going to be boundaried. You're going to have that boundary up, okay? Now, somebody may have also been trying to interfere in this connection, or it could be an interference, okay? It could be an interference from somebody that's trying to offer them the cup of love, their cup of love. But like I said, your person is not clouded Their thoughts are no longer clouded. Their vision's no longer clouded. They're seeing clearly now what they need to do because they have all the tools at hand to create a life, okay, that is in integrity with their values. Okay. We really have one hell of a story to tell. I have to be honest. My collective, so people who watch my videos get this card all the time. You know, this is a pretty big deck, and some cards have never come out. Okay, this card comes out all the time. I want your attention. If I could take back all I've put you through, I would. And I wasn't playing games. I just didn't think I could face this connection, so I ran from it. I know you need me. I need you too. So, okay, going back to that, I'm hearing that there is someone that has transitioned, okay, that is on the other side of whatever frequency, dimension, whatever. I want your attention. I feel like they're sending you signs, okay? They're either sending you scents, they're maybe turning things on and off in your home, like flickering lights. Interesting, because they turning on your TV, radios, trying to turn on songs that you may have been connected to, you know, and this does not have to be a romantic love interest, okay? Because if I could take back all that I put you through, I would. It could have been, you know, a parental unit, a sibling, somebody that you were not close to, or they maybe didn't treat you the way that you should have been treated, okay? So we have, I'm going to tell the world how much you mean to me. And I'm going to pick one more. Because of you, I know my worth. I am worthy. Okay, so yeah, definitely. You have a person here. Now, this could be you. Okay, maybe you've gone through a period of separation with this person, and because of this period of separation, you have become more independent. You've been working on your healing. You've been recognizing your shadows and your patterns and things that you need to adjust, address, and maybe this has propelled you and pushed you to become a better person. And you've also been pushed to, you know, start setting boundaries yourself, speaking your truth, stepping into your authenticity, just like this person. And because of this, it shows that you value yourself more, because you are showing yourself that you're showing yourself self-love, self-care. You know, the boundaries are never for other people. They're always for you and for your betterment, okay? For the betterment of the quality of time and energy, where your energy's being pulled to and what direction and to whom and what, okay? It's important to have these values, these boundaries to protect our time, energy, and resources, okay? And because of this, you and your person are beginning to learn your worth. dating. There's a full moon here. So some of you may actually have gone on a date with somebody that's important to you the day of the full moon. We'll see what else comes up. Young female may be involved. You may be young. May have red hair and green eyes. Your person. Beauty queen. Energetically, I feel like, you know, you are a beauty queen and everyone wants to date you. Or if you're a masculine watching this, then energetically, I feel like that's the same goes for you, is that you're kind of magnetic right now and people are seeing it. You know, you can see the lights and the sparkles of light shining around this person. Communication. So you and your person may be, you know, communicating soon, or you could be communicating currently. Okay. Communicating back and forth, maybe, you know, setting up that date. This could be a young female that has come in between the two of you. Okay. We also have Ice King. The Ice King, I don't consider his energy an awesome energy. He kind of is reminiscent of the King of Swords energy in reverse. This is somebody who's very stoic, but also, yes, very intelligent, but I'm getting that the opposite feeling of somebody that's really armored up, you know, out on the exterior. They're very protected. Again, the Queen of Swords energy with the Ice King. I would see them as a divine couple. However, this divine counterparts, but at the same time in tarot, often the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords are one of the, not the most favorable couple, because they can be a little bit too cutthroat. Now, this is only when they're out of balance, but the truth be, we all teeter-totter between the light and the dark. That's why we're trying to work on ourselves individually so that it can make a difference collectively, okay? Because consciousness, right now what we're experiencing in the physical plane is a split between consciousness, okay? The dark gets darker and the lights are becoming lighter. Does this mean that either or is winning? No, that's how it's manifesting and unraveling. The darker, the people who are representing the darker forces, the darker energies, and have decided to follow the path of the darkness are becoming darker, okay? So there's that split, that separation. And the people who have made the conscious decision to work, you know, in the light for higher realms and higher levels of consciousness are also becoming lighter. Neither or is winning, okay? They're just, both of them are being amplified. So the darkness is being amplified and the light is being amplified during this course of shifting, okay? Your person, because that Queen of Swords can also represent a female that's coming between somebody. So your person could be dating an air sign or somebody else, and that could represent this younger female. They could be dating somebody that's younger than them. Again, could have red hair, green eyes. We have, it's safe for you to love, open your heart to receive, to give and receive the highest energy of all. And remember earlier what I said here, there's armor. And remember the Queen of Swords and the Magician had put down her sword. So she had put down her armor. Okay, so here the universe again confirming that it's safe for you to take off that armor. It's safe for you to open your heart to give and receive, because this is the highest form of consciousness. And this is what we need more of here on the planet. Now, being more loving doesn't mean being codependent and lacking boundaries and being a people pleaser. Those are all lower vibrational, fear-oriented, okay, actions. They come from a space of fear and anxiety and guilt and shame, okay? You can be a very kind, loving person and still stand in your power. People are never going to like it when you set boundaries with them. That's just the way it is. And if you are too afraid to stand up for yourself, then you will always have that subconscious underlining fear inside of you. Humans just don't like being told no. They don't like being told, you know, they don't like it when you set boundaries. They just don't. I have had many followers on my Instagram account, because that's where I have more of my following, overcross their boundaries. And when I step up to them or say something to them, they either block me, do something, it hurts their feelings. They think that I owe them something, like I should be dumped on for free. Okay, that is a lack of boundaries. Okay, if you're doing that, if you're going through on your accounts and messaging people and telling them your business without asking for their consent, then you're violating somebody's boundaries and you're dumping on them. We all do it. Been there, done that. But it's good to recognize that. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Absolutely. And that's what the Magician is. The Magician is not a controlling person unless, the energy is in reverse. But I did not feel that energy, okay? I didn't feel the pull of a manipulator, okay? But the Magician does represent manipulation, knowing how to manipulate, your energy, your time, your resources for the betterment of yourself and for those that are in your life. And you can free yourself if you can take back your control of your life. If you're being codependent, if you're people pleasing, lack boundaries, don't know how to say no, and you're trying to save the world, then you don't have control of your life. You're putting all of your focus and energy onto other people and the circumstances around you. You see how this unicorn, the unicorn inside of you is trying to get free, but it's stuck. And look, it's stuck in this fence and keeps going around and around and around and around in a circle. There's no movement here. So you got to free yourself. Got to take back your power. And I think maybe your person is also trying to free themselves and to take back their power. And they're also trying to step into a place. Remember the universe, the Ace of Cups, the outpouring of love, emotions. So you and your person could definitely have an outpour of emotions currently happening. And that can mean crying and sadness. All emotions. And none of them are bad. None of them are lower vibrational, as we are told in the spiritual community over and over and over that they're bad. All emotions encompass and embody wholeness, You cannot feel joy without sadness. You cannot feel happiness without anger, okay? It is the old school hierarchy, spiritual community, that's been feeding people and telling them that you need to be positive all the time, when in fact, there is no possible way for a human to be positive 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's impossible. And it's not very human-like. And if you're a spiritual being having a human experience, then doesn't it include all of the human emotions that are experienced here in the physical plane? None of them are excluded. And the reason people are feeling so much sadness, so much shame, so much guilt, so much fear, and so much anxiety is because we are collectively feeling that together, okay? We are collectively trying to work on healing this individually and collectively. So this is why so many people are in the present moment experiencing so much depression, so much grief, so much shame, so much remorse, so much guilt, so much, what else did I miss? Anger, rage, because this is how the collective feels. Every time that we have some kind of political election, there's splits between the consciousness again, and everyone's fighting and arguing about who the hierarchy should be and what opponent should win. And we start raging and arguing. I mean, you see it all over the media, and Facebook's the worst when it comes to that kind of stuff. I usually just turn off everyone during those times because some of the people that I follow are just so out of balance when it comes to politics that they don't recognize that this is a ploy to keep us all in those vibrations, okay? But it's also a way to express it and get it out of our energy field. But those people that are raging, they're just reflecting of what's going on collectively. We have deception. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. And this could be both of you, okay? And then we have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. The false mask and deception, what's really important to remember about this is that we individually are working towards becoming more authentic. To become more authentic, we have to reveal who we truly are. First, that happens through that self-care, that self-love, through setting those healthy boundaries so that we can learn more about ourselves, okay? So that we can look at our own shadows. That's why so many people have been experiencing what is coined as the dark night of the soul, because the dark night of the soul is a prompt. It's your soul prompting you because it's so sad. It's not happy because the ego is complicating your whole life, your thoughts, what it believes. It wants to keep you trapped. It wants to keep deceiving you, to keep wearing this false mask and to continue patterns of codependency and people pleasing and never having the ability to say no because it wants to keep you locked into guilt and shame and remorse. And yes, those do lower your frequency. No one said that they didn't. But what I'm saying is that they are naturally part of the human process. The more that you experience and you work on thinking more positive and setting those boundaries and telling people no, you will naturally naturally. This is a natural process. You will start to feel lighter. You will stop deceiving yourself. And by that, once you stop deceiving yourself and allowing your ego to deceive you, allowing your mind to continue to cause conflict because you're always, trying to make logic out of something. Well, healing is not linear. It's not logic. Spirituality is not linear. There's no logic to it. Okay, that's the grand thing about what's happening right now, is navigating through the illusions, what you can't see with your physical eyes. That's why so many people are trying to teach you how to listen to your body. What's your body telling you? What are your emotions telling you? What's that anger, that guilt, that shame, that remorse, that happiness? That's why you hear, do things that you enjoy, because your body will reflect that. All right, so we have a little army man. Somebody may have been in the military. Okay, we have a bike, so somebody may like to bike ride. Ride bikes. Could be someone who competes, like BMX, if I'm saying that right. We have that angel. Angel's watching over me. So I'm telling you, somebody's watching over you. Now, this could be somebody that was connected to the military in some type of way, okay? And they're coming down. They could have been into bikes, okay? Maybe they bought you your first bike. Then we have made with love. Could also be somebody that would hand make clothes for you or things for you. They, would always make things for their loved ones, handmade. Now, this could be you. Maybe you want to start your own business, or your person wants to start their own business, or they have a business, where they hand make their items. Universe saying, if you're struggling, believe, okay? Believe that things are going to work out, and that it's safe for you to keep trying. Yes, it's a turbulent time, but it's safe for you to love what you do. Remember, if you pick a craft that you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And our collective, for eons and ages and generations, one of the ways that they have created scarcity thinking for us in our society is to tell us to get a good trade. But to get a good trade or to go to a university does not mean that you're going to love what you do. They're talking about get a good trade so that you can support yourself and earn money. It never comes with love what you do. It comes with the energy of scarcity. Get a good trade so that you will have the financial resources. And then we have the Herkimer diamond, which I love very, very much. It's one of my favorite stones. It is connected to New York, so some of you watching could be from New York, but it is also connected to the month of April. So April, we have Taurus and Aries. It's a dream stone, okay, but it's, making your dreams happen. Again, believe, handmade, okay? It also helps awaken your unconscious talents and skills. So maybe that there's something around, creating something, and you feel intimidated because you don't feel like you have the skills or talent. And this includes your person, okay? And the universe is saying, get yourself a Herkimer diamond. I don't have any for sale, or I'd offer it. We have Aquarius showing up. We have Gemini showing up. We have Cancer showing up. We have Capricorn showing up. And I do feel like some of these are actually people that could be deceiving you. Okay, so this could be your person, but this is also including people that are in your life that could be deceiving you. Aries, Scorpio, and Leo. All right, so then we're going to do the initials. As you guys remember, if you're a first-time viewer, zodiacs could be yours or your person's. And the initials, the same thing, but please remember that the initials and zodiacs are bonuses to every reading. Please do not devalue the whole reading if your person's zodiac and initials do not show up, okay? Because we basically there's a lot more messages sometimes, and of course our human mind, our ego wants to do what? Complicate things. Oh, my person's zodiac and initials didn't show up, so I'm going to go ahead and start overthinking the whole reading, and I'm going to complicate things. Your soul craves simplicity. Okay, make it as simple as possible for yourself, because that's what your soul is craving. The reason that you seek out readings is because your soul, okay, wants some answers. It's helping navigate you, but then your ego mind gets in the way and starts overthinking and complicating everything about a reading. Is this for me? Is it my person? And it just gets all confusing because the ego wants to complicate things. And if you're confused, then your ego's going to chime in, okay? So we have STLIMNHD WX RV. Okay, so somebody may live in an RV, has an RV, loves camping, something associated with an RV. We also have Wix. That could be somebody's name. I see street. Let's see, New Hampshire shows up, Vermont shows up, let me see, Nevada, New Mexico, Hawaii, Rhode Island, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Tennessee, North Dakota, South Dakota. Did I say New Mexico? I think so. And then with the Herkimer Diamond, New York decided to, you know, chime in as well. We're getting street. So I don't know what I'm getting about street. Sin shows up again on my Instagram platform. Every Monday I drop a reel, or it comes off as a reel there. So I don't have like a video option. A messages from your person, and sin showed up in there too. So there's a connection to the sin, and let's see. And again, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Remember, I was saying that the ego complicates and confuses you, and you go back and forth with very wishy-washy energy, and that's the wishy-washy energy that you're putting out to the universe, okay? Wow, that is basically kind of, I'm not getting a lot of messages other than states, RN showing up. Oh yeah, drive, DR, I'm getting drive from it, but could also be doctor, okay? Because you have a doctor and an RN showing up, so that could be, you could work in the medical industry. And Wind, WIN. So I don't know, somebody could live on Wind Drive or Wind Street. Or maybe you're going to drive by somewhere that you're going to see Wind Drive or Wind Street. Maybe even Wix. Anything that you hear could turn out to be a street that you drive by or live by, or has some type of connection with a street or drive. Yeah, so this is it, guys. I think that this is where I'm going to leave this video. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support, and please remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and also please leave a comment if any of this information resonated with you. All right, guys, I love you. Please be nice to my friend. Who's my friend? You are.